Calaroga Shark Media. Hello and welcome to Murder Weekly. This episode is titled Elf on the Shelf, Death on the Throne.
In the bustling heart of Chicago, amidst the festive glow of Christmas lights and the joyous hum of holiday shoppers, Detective Carlos Gonzalez found himself at the center of a chilling mystery. The Eaton's department store, a hub of Yuletide cheer, was now the scene of a bizarre and macabre crime. A department store Santa, beloved by children and adults alike, was found dead, seated on his ornate throne. The scene was grotesque. An elf-on-the-shelf toy was stuffed into his mouth, a silent witness to the tragedy that had unfolded in this unlikely setting. Gonzalez's investigation turned to the other Santas employed at the store, each donning the iconic red suit and beard, now potential disguises for a murderer. The first suspect was James O'Connor, a jovial Irishman with a twinkle in his eye. Known for his hearty laugh and warm hugs, James seemed an unlikely suspect. However, Gonzalez noted a hidden sharpness in his demeanor, a potential clue to a more complex character. Next, Gonzalez interviewed Maria Rodriguez. Maria, clad in her festive elf costume, radiated a playful allure. Her outfit, a blend of deep green and bright red, hugged her figure gracefully, accentuating her curves. The costume was tastefully designed with a short, flirty skirt that swayed with every movement, and a fitted bodice that sparkled under the department store lights. Her legs were adorned in striped stockings, and her shoes, curled at the toes with little bells, jingled softly as she moved. A jaunty hat sat atop her cascading dark hair, framing her face, which was lit up by a warm, engaging smile. Her overall appearance was not just attractive, but exuded a sense of fun and festivity, perfectly encapsulating the joyous spirit of the holiday season. Then there was Antoine Dupont, a French Santa with a flair for the dramatic. His performances were theatrical, and he had a reputation for being meticulous about his portrayal of Saint Nick. Gonzalez wondered if this perfectionism might hide a darker motive. Lastly, Gonzalez turned his attention to William Chen, a Santa with a quiet, contemplative nature. He seemed out of place among the boisterous personalities of the other Santas, which made Gonzalez curious about his deeper motivations. As Gonzalez delved into the lives of these characters, he discovered a tangled web of relationships and secrets. There was no overt jealousy or rivalry, but undercurrents of unspoken tensions simmered beneath the surface. James had been recently overheard arguing with the deceased about the true spirit of Christmas. Maria, it turned out, had been close friends with the victim, but their relationship had soured over a misunderstanding. Antoine's theatrical nature had often clashed with the victim's more traditional approach, leading to heated debates. And William, the quiet Santa, harbored resentment towards the victim for overshadowing his efforts to modernize the Santa experience. Detective Martinez approached Antoine, who was lounging near the dressing rooms, his posture as dramatic as his personality. Antoine, always in character, seemed to embrace the spotlight, even in the grim shadow of the investigation. "Antoine, may I have a word?" Martinez asked, his tone professional yet open. Detective Martinez, seeker of truths in this woven tapestry of life and death," Antoine began theatrically, gesturing grandly with his hands. What pearls of wisdom may I bestow upon your investigation today? Martinez, accustomed to Antoine's flair, replied, I'm trying to piece together the events leading up to the incident. Can you tell me about your interactions with the victim on the day of his death? Antoine tilted his head back, as if recalling a distant memory. Ah, the day in question, a day shrouded in mystery and draped in the cloak of tragedy. Our dear Santa, a jovial soul, was his usual self, basking in the adulation of the masses. But alas, beneath the surface, there lurked shadows. Shadows? Can you elaborate on that? Martinez pressed, intrigued. In the realm of thespians and masqueraders, all is not as it seems, Antoine said, his voice taking on a somber tone. I observed a tension, a certain discord in the air, whispers of discontent and murmurs of unease. Did you notice anyone acting unusually towards him? Any arguments or altercations? Martinez inquired, trying to steer Antoine's dramatics towards concrete information. Detective, in this grand stage of life, each actor plays their part, masks donned, secrets held. But yes, there were undercurrents of animosity. A sharp word here, a cold glance there. The air was thick with unspoken enmities. Can you be more specific? Any particular person involved in these sharp words or cold glances? Martinez asked, hoping for a clearer lead. Antoine leaned closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. In the world of make-believe, where elves dance and Santas laugh, there lurked a serpent in our Eden, but who, oh who, could don the skin of the serpent? That, dear detective, is the question that festers at the heart of this tragic drama. Martinez sighed, realizing that extracting straightforward facts from Antoine would be a challenge. Still, the hint of underlying tensions was a thread worth following. Antoine's theatrics, while overbearing, often contained grains of truth hidden within the dramatics. Thank you, Antoine. Your insights are as unique as always, Martinez said, making a mental note to delve deeper into the potential conflicts Antoine alluded to, however cryptically. As he walked away, Martinez couldn't help but wonder if Antoine's flair for the dramatic was just a mask, a way to hide his true thoughts and feelings about the events that had unfolded. The investigation was proving to be as complex as the personalities involved, each layer revealing more questions than answers. As Detective Gonzalez meticulously pieced together the intricate puzzle of the crime, a detail that had previously eluded his keen observation suddenly caught his eye. In the somewhat cluttered dressing room, amidst a scatter of costumes and props, a photograph perched almost inconspicuously on a small, cluttered makeup table. Drawn to it, Gonzalez picked up the photo for a closer look. It was a candid shot, depicting Maria, dressed in her eye-catching elf costume, perched playfully on Santa's lap. Her vivacious smile and the sparkle in her eyes spoke of a moment of innocent mirth, yet in the context of the investigation, it seemed to hint at something more. Santa, his jolly facade unmistakable even in a still image, had his arm around Maria, and there was a certain familiarity in their pose. On the night of the murder, Maria had been seen talking intensely with the victim, her expression a mix of anger and distress. Digging deeper, Gonzalez uncovered a hidden truth. Maria and the victim had been involved in a secret relationship. The victim had promised to leave his wife for Maria, but reneged on his promise. In a fit of rage and heartbreak, Maria had confronted him, leading to the tragic outcome. The case was a somber reminder of the complexities of human emotions, especially in a season known for joy and celebration. For Detective Gonzalez, it was a Christmas he would never forget, marked by the silence of a carol that would never be sung again.
Murder Weekly is a Calaroga Shark Media production, written and hosted by Aidan I. Flanagan, produced by Mark Francis, executive producers Mark Francis and John McDermott. Calaroga Shark Media.